Okay. Look for Vilman. Okay, I'm gonna read it. I forgot to read it. I said I was going to read the the quest title. Okay, the members of the troop do not see eye to eye on the ending of the script, and everyone believes they should hear what the last member of Foman has to say on it. So you set up from Posan. Yeah, that's pretty much summarizes it. I know I still get the story, but it's still good to get something like summarized. It just feels super nice. So to get the clear explanation of what's going on. Since sometimes I can like get hazy on what it actually is going on.
This is tough going. Delphi.
Maybe you should lose some weight.
As if this journey wasn't tough enough already without a...
Don't worry. We should all be fine with the traveler here. We don't need to... wait. Why are you all looking at me? You're not seriously expecting me to fight, are you?
Well, who's the Hydro Archon here? It's certainly not the traveler.
We're just curious, that's all. I don't think
Yeah.
anyone's ever seen Farina in a fight before.
Yeah, I'm curious too. Is this whole thing just so that we can use 49 in a trial one? That's silly.
Yeah, but don't you remember why? The Hydro Archon willingly gave up all her power so it could be converted into
Precisely! And I'm not even the Hydro Archon anymore, so all my power is gone anyway. As much as it pains me, unfortunately, I should just stay put.
Yeah, let the
You
traveler.
sounded so smug. Ugh, secondhand embarrassment is unbearable.
C'est la vie, menage-toi. What does that mean again? I keep hearing that. C'est la vie. Or it's just life, I think. This doesn't require god level powers. Don't you know any self-defense? Yeah, true. That's actually true.
Hey,
You need
lay
some
off,
self-defense.
all right? My bluff is hanging from... I'm sorry.
Aw, too bad. I was so pumped to feast my
Yeah,
eyes and
Sims.
fight
I would
Farina.
like to see Frina actually do something.
Sorry to leave all the...
Don't worry, peace.
We're not gonna get Frina. Okay, yeah, so we're not gonna get Frina. Oh, wait. I'm dying. Nope. Well, there's Frina fighting here.
You're dead meat!
Boom. Okay.
Overruled. Bravo! Good show! You certainly live up to your reputation.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
thank you. Anyway, the path is cleared now. So
Oh, that was
onwards and
random.
upwards.
That was so random. Like, why would they add that? Just to show that Furina can fight? Cannot fight? Like, what? Wait, I have T, I forgot. Yeah, Claymore can just do that. Okay, where is... yeah, okay.
Skyward! Scatter!
Okay, here.
Vilma, are you there?
Huh? Oh, it's you guys. Wait, what's Lady Farina doing?
I can explain. We've been rounding up the whole troop. We now have everyone except you.
Oh, that wasn't too much of a people count. I guess they are mature, they wouldn't have that much.
So, you think knowing the truth about the director's disappearance will help you write an ending to the script that pleases everyone?
Oh, are we going to...
I care just as much as everyone else about making the Little Oceanid a success. That's why I wanted to wait until after the show. If I open this can of worms now, I just don't want to make things difficult between us. We're supposed to be a unit when we're on stage.
Okay, I was expecting this guy to be like the annoying or super kind of villain type person. I guess he's pretty considerate.
Viamant, avoiding the truth will not help anyone, unless you mean to suggest that Aurelie's death...
I don't want to talk about it.
Listen, Viamant. I used to think that my love for Aurelie was a point of shame. I never brought it up to anyone. But now, I've made up my mind to put it all on the table. I'm prepared. The little Oceanid cannot be complete unless we do justice to Aurelie on an emotional level.
This is why people think of you as not being the smart one. As you all know already, the troupe was kept afloat not from ticket sales, but donations from the audience. Of course, that was nowhere near enough. We took on
Oh,
side
it's
jobs
this
when
show
we
is
weren't
free.
performing, but even then, the troupe's financial situation was pretty dire. So, anyway, one day after a show, a merchant came to me and offered us a huge sponsorship. In
Oh,
return, we just had to provide
it
the
was
audience
the
with their
serial
greatest local
disappearance
performances.
cases.
It seemed like a win-win. So, I said yes to it on the spot without consulting the director. It was only when the merchant came to deliver the goods that I realized
Well, I don't think she would understand anything either, right?
the drink in question was synth.
It was revealed before Saint was a thing, right?
Isn't that the drink peddled by the culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
I remember that it induced a state of euphoria, but it also caused significant harm to the body.
I freaked out when I saw the boxes. And I told the director everything right away. But she didn't reprimand me for making the decision without consulting her. Instead, the merchant was furious, berated us for going back on our word, and threatened to sue us.
And then
I was going to sort it on my own, but the director stopped me. She said that this was an issue for the whole troupe and it wasn't my fault. But things only got worse from there. The synth merchant just wouldn't let up, and then suddenly the director told us all to leave the city one day. I knew then that things must have reached a boiling point. I admit this whole thing was my mistake. I didn't dare to tell any of you the truth back then, and after the director disappeared, I was even more afraid to say anything.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. I was assuming that you murdered her or something. Something terrible like that. You brought the Dirters to the attention of the Scintillers. The mistake gave them a motive to kidnap and murder. Oh, I see. That's why
Yeah,
he
I
feels
got
like he
Aurelie
caused
killed.
it.
There, I said it.
Not indirectly.
Happy now?
Hey, don't say that.
you traitor!
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Aurelie was in
Theo?
danger. Why in God's name didn't you tell us?
It's not gonna do anything.
What do you mean? You were afraid? This was a life and death situation we could have saved. How could you be so stupid?
Please, try not to get too worked up.
Yeah, listen to him. You need to stay calm.
Stay calm? How can I stay calm? And he has the gall to try and high road us, claiming that he kept his mouth shut for the sake of the show. How about taking some responsibility for what he's done?
All I can say is I'm sorry. Truly. I wanted to apologize to everyone in the troupe, but that won't bring back the director. What good is my apology now? I'm just a coward who made an awful, terrible mistake that I can never take back. Beat me up if you want. Kill me if you prefer. It's what I deserve.
Man, going from Wuwa Withering Waves to this, it's just crazy differences in voice acting skill. This is just the feeling I can catch and everything. It's just so good. I played Wuwa, sorry, for a while, and I just kind of get numb from it, like the bad voice acting. I just get used to it. But then I came back to Genshin, where the voice acting is like this insane of a quality.
End my life so I can meet the director and apologize to her in person.
Get out of my sight! Go! Get lost! I don't ever want to see your face again!
That's enough! You've screamed and shouted at each other for long enough. Now pipe down, both of you! Can you stop conflating the show on stage with your real-life relationships in the troupe? You keep saying that you want to use this final performance to pay tribute to your director and celebrate her life. How can you do that if you're just using it as an excuse to vent your own emotions?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
On stage, the lead role is the focal point of the audience's attention. And you're all used to seeing the director as the heart of the troupe. But in her own life, her greatest desire wasn't to be the center of attention. I can tell how much she loved you all, and how much she loved the troupe. What she wanted was to build a warm home for all of her brothers and sisters. To shield you all from the storms that rage in the world outside. That's how you should remember her. I understand why you're trying to make her the hero of the story, but isn't she your hero already? After everything she did for you?
Yeah.
So think hard about what that means. And then think again about what you hope to achieve by arguing with each other. If you really hate each other and can't reconcile your differences, then you could just but you can't bring yourself to do that, can you? You care too much about Director O'Reilly and the home she built you all to let go.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you all have the same goal, just to make the final performance.
What are you laughing at?
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's just that, for a moment there, it felt like our director was back with us again. If she'd seen Paulo and Vilmont at each other's throats like that, she would have scolded them exactly like you did, in that same stern voice.
Really? But she sounded like...
Of course she was. Even her harshest lectures came from a place of kindness, and it showed.
That's how you
She
know
really
that's a
was
good person.
Truly outstanding person.
What's this button? Oh, it's just hiding.
What you said, it really puts everything into perspective.
I'm truly sorry. I really meant for this to be a genuine apology, but I ended up making it all about me and my self-pity.
No, I think
It's
you did a pretty
alright.
good job of
Let's save all this for
apologizing with
after
that.
the performance.
So, the ending. What are we gonna do about it?
Clearly, everyone needs to take a step back for now and reflect on what really matters. When emotions are running high, things get lost in the fray.
That
The
is
end of the
true.
story needs to focus back on O'Reilly herself. She's the true star of the show.
It might actually be possible to find out more about her fate.
What do you mean?
The Traveler is right. You once investigated that underwater synth base and
Oh, nice.
recovered
Are we gonna get
items belonging to the
another
victims.
murder
If you
investigation?
find anything that O'Reilly left behind, perhaps we can get
Yeah,
a
maybe
better
we should have a
sense of
note.
You really think that's
I trust that nobody would object to the ending of the story being based on O'Reilly's true feelings.
No.
Well, we'll leave.
Come, let's pay a visit to the Palais Mermonia. The rest of you, head back to the rehearsal location.
Man, if Rina really sounds like the director, then is there really nothing? Is there really no connection to her, actually? Maybe it was in Nigeria or something? You're bringing Nigeria, like I know what went through with the Archon quest. Like what the lore and stuff. I guess not Nigeria herself, I don't think that's possible. Or else, I don't think that's likely. But maybe some sort of descendant or what's it called? Like just an Oceanid that's transformed into human. Well, I guess every Fontanian is a Oceanid back then. But yeah, maybe she was an actual Oceanid, not just half Oceanid, half human. We got it.
You want
Malaysian?
to review
Okay,
some
listening.
recovered items connected to victims of the serial disappearances case? But, that case has been closed for quite a while now. Still, since you were the ones who discovered and submitted the evidence in the first place, you don't actually have to submit an application.
Did oh wait, did we?
So, this is all O'Reilly left behind.
Hey!
lines. And sketches too. Looks like they share with a different.
Let me take a look. Maybe there's something in here from after she. Aha! I found something. Looks like she kept a detailed record of her captor's actions. She even mentions the truth behind the experiments on dissolving young women. If we'd had the chance to examine this notebook
What
carefully back then, it
the
would have
heck?
been a conclusive piece of evidence proving Vacher's guilt.
Yeah, that's
Vacher
convenient.
took so many lives.
Why didn't they
It's still
consider that?
unthinkable
What?
how many victims he had.
That's such a
I guess
big
Aurelie
evidence.
must have
How
written
did
all
they
this
miss
down
that?
in the hope that her records would one day be of use to investigate. Wait, it cuts off.
Is something wrong?
Her handwriting here gets patchier and more illegible by the line. Her final words are... I'll let you read them for yourselves.
Someone else was taken. That makes 6. Or perhaps 7? Someone tried to escape yesterday, but was caught. She hasn't been seen since. Was that yesterday? Maybe not. I've long since lost track of time. So, the day she was gone, she wasn't really dead yet. She was just kidnapped. Sorry, I don't know if writing this is of any use or how much longer I can do it for. I can already see my fate approaching, but what terrifies me even more is the thought of seeing others from the troop here. Have I really protected them? Sorry, I'm so sorry. I can't write no more. I think I have a fever. My old stomach troubles have returned, but nobody has given me any medicines. I suppose I'm more fortunate than Cressy. The pain keeps her awake all night. I suppose they think that anything goes so long as the experimental subjects can be used before they die. It is so damn here. I have given her my blanket. Blanket. So cold, so cold, so cold. As long as one persists, all things will pass. There will be a reward for hard work. I like to tell them such thing, but it is I who am losing my grip. It must be super sad going through that. Still helping people, even then, even when knowing clearly that your fate is sealed. If anyone sees this troop safe, them important, please farewell, apologize. Life, perform, future, regret, Cleo. If anyone sees this, make sure the troop is safe. I consider them really important. Please take care of yourself. Farewell, and I apologize. Continue to live, perform, and feature. They have some regret about Cleo, I'm not really sure about that. This page is an absolute mess, and while Robin Pan seems to have wandered to surface at random, only some words can be made out, and barely at that. From this page onward, the diary stops to be replaced with lyrics from musicals. Some are in the form of newspaper clippings, others are handwritten. The many crossing out changes. It is apparent that the pages have been referenced often. That was the personal notebook of artistic director Aurelie. That is
so
very
terrified.
unnerving. She watched a girl get dissolved right in front of her and had to wait for her own death in silence.
She may have been a mighty hero in the eyes of her troop, but at the end of the day, she was only human. I can't bear to think how painful and lonely her final days must have been. Wait. This part on the last page sounds strangely familiar.
Flipping through the notebook, the lyrics continue. However, one page has been torn out, folded up, and placed next to the last blank page. At the bottom of the folded note are 2 new lines Ariel has written in handwriting much more legible than before. But it seems they took her both great effort and had a great deal of time to write. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want? Because I am an older system to them, I love them.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Isn't that the most important line in the Little Oceanid?
Because I am an older sister to them.
Oh.
So she didn't regret her decision. Even as she sat in silence, Wait, I'm sure this is what the troupe would have hoped to hear as well. She had their utmost trust. Uh, Let's go.
Okay. I should read it. The quest line. Faced with the conflict between troop members, free now for a solution, one that respects the will of the director. That was before. After reading through the notebook, some are lost for words, some weep bitterly, and some grind their teeth, howl with rage. A long time passes before the group is able to calmly come together and finally make a decision.
She deserves a hero's farewell. If that's the only way to convey to the audience the courage and selflessness that she showed in the face of death, then it's a meaningful way to end the story.
Even in the last moments of her life, she was still leaving a trail for
Yeah, that
others
is
to
just
follow.
very admirable.
She did her
Admire-
best to protect as many people as possible. We know what choice our little Oceanid would have made now. I don't think any more discussion is necessary. Well, Vilmont, if we put the past aside for now, do you think you can bring...
I will channel all my regret and put it into my performance. I won't ask for your forgiveness, and you don't need to worry about my feelings. This final farewell show should be about Director Aurelie and her alone.
Then it seems like
Nice,
we reached
everyone's
a
got
consensus.
back.
I have a feeling that this will turn out to be the most mesmerizing performance of your lives.
Really? How can you be so sure when you've never even seen them perform before?
Don't underestimate my experience. After watching a countless number of musicals, I've learned one important thing. If you want to move the audience with your music, you must fully commit and immerse yourself in your role, pouring all your emotion into your performance. And aren't human emotions love, hate, regret, and hope just the most mesmerizing things in this world?
Couldn't
I
have
don't
put it
believe
better.
anybody could be more committed to bringing this story to life on the stage than they are now.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Miss Farina.
Then, let's not delay things any longer. We need to discuss the details of the ending and get it nailed down once and for all.
Actually, before that, I'd like to make a proposal. During the curtain call, please allow me to use the director's name instead of my own.
Huh? But then...
After all, this role was originally meant to be played by the director. I'm just filling in for her. Besides, a role commemorating her life should be associated with her.
Well, if you're sure you're okay...
Now we're all right. I'll leave you to fine-tune your musical while I go and procure a stage.
Procure a stage?
Oh, it's okay. Our usual place doesn't...
That place? Oh, don't be silly. For an extraordinary show.
Ooh, does he still have access to the opera?
But
Whoa, wait, what?
No. That's never going to work. It's far too fancy for the likes of us.
what are you afraid of? Surely you don't think that Aurelie's story is unworthy of the grandest stage in Fontaine.
No, that's not what I meant.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
just...
supposed to be your grand finale, right?
Yeah, but the logistic of it is just way not possible. Like, all the props we need to have be bigger and everything, and they would to have to prepare for the stage again. But yeah, sure, let's see how that works.
I have no problem. I'll take your silence as a yes. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. It really is a dream come true.
Well, then don't disappoint me. If you mess this up, it'll reflect poorly on me too. Come on, we'll need to get the go-ahead from Nervilette. I know just where to find him.
Just like wait, what was it? This life, just like a light trickle of a song. Like trickle of song. I'm not really sure what that means, so their differences of opinion are resolved and everyone's attention returned to the show. For now, leave that curse, okay? Yeah, they should perform at the Epicles Opera Epicles. But the opera is so big though. I'm not really sure how that would work with just 4 people. Well, I guess Lini does. Lini does his show alone.
Yeah, skyward. Hey,
I knew you'd be here.
I'm here merely for a short break. It has been a while, Miss Farina. And you too, traveler in Paimon. What might I assist you with today?
I would like to book the Opera Epicles for an event. You see...
Is there a story of Little Oceanid?
I understand. The process for booking the Opera Epicles is complex and can be somewhat cumbersome. But given that the request is coming from the 3 of you, I see no reason to make things unduly difficult. The
Yeah.
story of the Little Oceanid is most fascinating. I will say, however, that I am surprised to see your passion for the performing arts rekindled after all that has happened.
Yeah, we're surprised too.
What do you mean? Do I look excited?
Yes, and this is the first time that I've seen you like this since your departure from deityhood.
I think Furina feels like that she should have been sad over this when she doesn't actually want to. Maybe that's...
At first, I just felt bad about rejecting them. So I wanted to learn a little bit more about their situation. But one thing
Yes, that
led to
that
another,
works too.
and in the past, we sat in our high chairs in the court, giving our opinions on isolated cases, all while knowing very little about the human stories behind each and every one. Maybe it's because I finally become an ordinary person and gained my freedom, but I've developed a great sense of curiosity about their lives.
I am truly delighted to see you find a new lease on life. Now that you've regained some confidence, have you had any thoughts regarding a return to the stage?
Why would you suddenly...
Well, if the Little Oceanid turns out to be a great success, it will no doubt become a classic. Many theater companies are certain to add it to their repertoire. The experiences and decisions of the protagonist, Cleo, are all modeled after your own. Naturally, this makes you eminently suited to playing the leading role. It would truly be a shame if you did not take this opportunity to allow audiences to enjoy your outstanding acting talents once more.
Haven't I already made myself clear? I won't act or perform, and nor do I think it is any great shame. There is no lack of fine actors or inspirational stories. This experience is a case in point. I feel like I've learned a lot, and it has already been well worth the price of admission. I must admit, though, I'm a little envious. They're quite fortunate to be able to bid farewell to their past in such a magnificent manner.
Nothing's stopping you to do that.
Well, I'm
Furina.
glad to learn that you have found a role to play that you enjoy. Be it on the... I sincerely hope the show will serve as the grandest of finales. I will have my staff book the date and mail the relevant paperwork to the troupe once the details are confirmed.
Thanks, Nervalette.
You are very welcome. Many people were once enthralled by Lady Farina's performances, myself included.
Or
I
maybe
hope that
she
one day
is actually
she'll be able
a
to
super
understand
good
that
actor.
Our appreciation was always sincere.
Well, I don't know why I said that. when clearly she's been playing the act. She's been acting for 500 years. You could not be a bad actor if you do it for that long.
Good news, everyone. It's done. The opera
Nice.
Epicles is booked.
Okay.
Thanks to my eloquent and impassioned speech, Monsieur Neuvillette was moved to provide us with a fitting stage for this special performance. We've had to fight every step of the way for this opportunity, but we now have all of the ingredients necessary to stage a truly spectacular performance. A touching story, a magnificent venue, and last but not least, a passionate and dedicated cast.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be up. That's a formula for a good
Now, let's work together
show.
and make this show the
This is
The sooner we can finalize the ending, the Fiumali and I just went over some parts of the script and tweaked a few things. I think
Wow, you two had a constructive conversation? That's great!
Oh, communication is vital to any good performance.
Look at us. We've come so far. I never could have pictured this scene a few days ago.
And all because you just have to put your differences aside and talk about it.
It's amazing! Even though Farina's still being a bit of a drama queen about it all, she's really fired everyone up!
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the final production.
Please feel free to give us any comments.
Hey, Loic, get over here.
Nice practicing. Nice. Oh, this is a loading, by the way. That's very nice way to do loading.
She stole the waters of life from us. She's a fraud, and she must pay for her crimes.
Oh wow. That that is such a huge set.
this has nothing to do with her. The ignorance and hatred of our people is to blame. How can we hope to win back the water's favor if we don't change our ways?
This guy could be useful. Take him hostage. If Cleo wants him back, she'll have to show herself.
Wait, but yeah, but this set looks super nice.
Leave this place.
Okay,
go little Oceanid,
this is Cleo's
and
lover.
Never, ever look back.
Wow, we didn't get to see the entire show. I thought I was going to get something.
Everyone's really throwing themselves into their roles. If only.
What should we do? It's almost time for her to take the stage!
Why are we keep ignoring the Farina saying something?
Why? Why does it have to be now?
Oh, with the sickness again?
Hey, what's going on? You're Oh no, not again.
They've been getting...
What? I thought they cure it.
I figured...
How could you do this to yourself? And after that lecture you gave me about not looking after my health.
Yeah, that's kind of hypocritical a bit. That's what I realized. Oh, I just realized that's the random part about her commenting. Her commenting on his health.
I'm sorry.
You... This is a conversation.
Ah, and they're gonna go for
How
Farina.
can the show go on without its star performer?
But that's kind of sad though. Wouldn't she wanted to perform it?
Miss Farina?
Say no more. If Loic, your character has no.
Oh, yeah. I think my scenes are all done. Although, I do have one more line. But I guess another guy in the
Please take Delphi back to her place to rest. From the sublime to the ridiculous. After all that, everything's come full circle.
Didn't you said you weren't going to do under no circumstances?
Thank you, Miss Farina.
Never mind. What's done is done. No one likes regrets. Myself, leave it to me. I've watched you rehearse so many times that I've learned Cleo's part by heart.
I do not doubt your acting
Wow.
skills, but
That
please
is
allow me to ask just one more question. After all, this show is dedicated to the life and legacy of our director. What, in your opinion, is the reason Cleo shines so brightly?
It's her pure heart, despite all the pain and loneliness she had to endure. She never once stopped believing in the beauty in this world.
and that is the point and what Furna should be like.
Well said. I leave director...
Oh wait, I hear one more person. Are we gonna get Traveler maybe to act? Ooh, nice slow motion. Nice. I will enjoy the show. This is gonna be an absolute cinema again. Cutscene? Oh yeah, it does sound like.
Is she here yet?
Let's get here.
She's not coming!
You're wrong. She's here.
Oh. Oh, there was a stall for it so that Serena. Ooh. Wow. Is this actual Farina voice actor? Wow.
But what about your wish?
My wish.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Wow. This is certainly an absolute cinema. The animation is insane. Again, they kept doing the... Wow. And the art is amazing though. And she's gone. Everyone's happy, but she's gone. This song is beautiful, by the way. That was incredible. Right, this is the second time I think there's ever any song or kind of singing in Genshin, and that was just so good.
On the stage just now.
If you can't tell, yes, that is Lady Ferna.
She hasn't been seen for a while now.
Oh, I guess that's so. Yeah, it's been a while, so I guess that would be surprising.
Gotta say though, her acting skills are as superb as ever.
The little Oceanid, Cleo, played by Aurélie Fumont.
That's what it's all about. The song, and that's what.
Wait, that's not her name. What's going on?
I don't know. Maybe it's just a doppelganger.
I've spent a lot of time out of the spotlight, and they didn't use my name during the curtain call either. Hopefully, not too many people recognized me.
Oh, Yeah, maybe a lot of people still hate.
It's too bad that I had to break the one clear rule I'd managed to make for myself. Even if I had no choice. Still, I have to admit that, despite everything, it felt good to be back on the stage again.
Yeah, see, exactly. I think Frida just not just she just thinks she should be sad and everything when she really wanted to just be back.
Finally, we would like to give a special thanks to our artistic consultant and event coordinator, Miss Farina.
Hey, that's not what we agreed on.
Oh, so it was Farina after all.
She's back.
Honestly, what is he doing? He should have
It's
done
like
that by
it'll
me
be fine.
first.
All right, calm down, don't be mad. This was a group decision. We just didn't want your contributions to go unacknowledged. After all, it's been the rule in Fontaine since ancient times that everyone's work, visible or invisible, is equally deserving of recognition.
Yes, I know the rule, but it should still be applied on a case-by-case basis. I wasn't ready for this yet.
It's no big deal. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, at most you did really well. I think people's Fontaine don't well, Fontaine doesn't really care. At most you might be asked to sign a few autographs.
Oh, yeah? Well, since you think it's so easy, you can sign them for me.
She's annoyed by that.
It's a great chat and all, but can we talk about that crazy thing that happened during the show? It nearly gave Paimon a heart attack. Paimon flew over to where she was supposed to be and was about to drop the prop vision, and then suddenly, a real one popped out of thin air!
Oh,
Wait,
wow.
she got a vision?
I've got no idea what happened there either. But hey,
That was
it worked
real.
pretty well,
I
didn't
thought it was.
I'll bet the audience has never seen such a realistic prop.
Wait, what about Dolphy? I wonder how she's doing.
Oh, let's go check on her as soon as we finish clearing the stage.
Yes. Plus, she'll definitely want to hear how the end of the show went.
We've been getting a lot more people getting vision directly, like on the quest, on the story quest. Before we only got Drana from the word quest. Oh, that's convenient. Now the vision suddenly have the bow
If
tie.
nothing else, we can safely say that we accomplished what we set out to do.
Can I see some voice about Farina here? Bravo, voiceover. Is there about vision? About vision. Friendship level 4. Little. Oh yeah, I have to complete the story first. I thought I don't have her story quest at level 4. Not story quest. Companion level at level 4. I'm pretty sure I have the master card. The master card. It's not a credit card. I mean her card, profile card, the name card, yeah. Okay. Uh-huh. That whole show was just so impressive and just looks so good, and the singing and everything. I just couldn't pay attention to the actual story. I just watched how the animation is super nice and all that. They did more of that. I wonder if they gonna do more singing actually. Or I think I see the pattern here. So Mondstadt is German. The UA, okay, never mind. But apart from Mondstadt, so the UA is a one country thing based on China, and Azuma is from. Never mind. I guess I just what I'm trying to say is that Natlan is in space of a specific country, so they couldn't really do this kind of singing. Since Fontaines they did sing in French and China so they did sing with the whole Yinjin thing. I wonder if we'll get some song that is actually Japanese. In Nazuma, I don't think we'll get anything in Nazuma related though. But yeah, if we're not gonna get any song for Natlan, then we'll probably get it for Snesnaya since it is Russian. Specifically Russian, not truly anything else.
You're back. She's doing okay. Her condition stabilized after taking some of her original medication. From experience, though, I'd say she still needs a few more days of rest.
How did the performance go?
You'll be glad to know it was fantastic! Also, you're not gonna believe what happened while Farina was on the stage! You'll probably be able to read all about it in the Steambird first thing tomorrow morning!
That's wonderful. I'm so sorry I failed to see it through to the end. I guess I was wrong to try and tough it out to begin with.
No, don't worry about it. Like they told me after announcing my name during the curtain call, everyone's work deserves recognition. Even though you couldn't see it through to the final scene, the audience was very impressed by your performance. It's safe to say that you made your mark on this memorial show.
Well, one way or another, we did it. I've had bad luck ever since I was born, so I never expect things to go smoothly in life.
Blaming your bad luck again, are we?
Oh, don't you start.
Aw, you two clearly...
I don't know what
You mean we never stop...
Well, arguing about looking out for each other is good.
So, any plans for the next... After the brilliant performance you put on...
Yeah, I'm sure
reputation
you wouldn't
sure
be
spread
out of.
through Fontaine like wildfire. You won't have to disband if you don't want. You could capitalize on the rave reviews and license out the little Oceanid to the bigger theater troops out there. That would do wonders for your financial situation.
Yeah, but would they do that out of respect for Ariel?
No, we should still disband.
Yeah, it's what we all agreed to.
After all that's happened, I should give you guys some space. But maybe our paths will cross again.
Hey, don't just walk off!
I still want to keep performing, so I might join another troupe. After watching Miss Farina's performance, I think I'm starting to understand.
You should do it. It suits you. I'd originally hoped to keep performing too.
Oh, so now you finally... What about you, Miss Farina?
Well, frankly, I think a return to obscurity is no longer an option for me. I'm sure a slew of consultancy requests will hound me wherever I go, until I finally acquiesce. You rather sealed my fate there with your special thanks at the end of the show.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was a bad call.
It's quite all right. No need to apologize. What I meant to say is that this whole experience has shown me that perhaps I'm not as averse to a return to the stage as I'd previously imagined.
Yeah, that helps her realize that.
Maybe Nervilette was right. Maybe Cleo is the right role for me. I still don't wish to pretend to be someone else, but I do have a desire to express myself. So, maybe the show will go on for me after all.
There's no need to draw lines in the sand, just do whatever feels right to
Yeah.
you.
There was once a time when I was an actress in a masquerade, seeking only to hide the truth. But from now on, I want to spend my time learning real stories about real people, and how I want to watch them blossom and wither, see them refined on the page, retold on the stage, and remembered long into the future. I'm sure this is what captivated director O'Reilly as well.
Wow, she's still inspiring you.
Sounds like you're ready to stop running from your true calling. The more you get out into the world, the more you'll discover what a fascinating place it is.
Next time, I'll invite you to join me.
If a vision is a gift from the gods, then I should do my best to honor it.
Are we still talking about Vision is the gift from the gods. Wait, my heart hurts. Vision, Furina is a god. She's not anymore. That means Nerflet gave Furina what? I still don't get Vision. So I need to watch 2-hour video of Ashikai explaining the lore again. Like Vision still confuse me a lot. Sometimes I think I get what it's supposed to be. Sometimes I just don't have a clue at all.
It's ironic to think that in my whole time as a god, I could only ever dream of receiving this kind of power.
Yeah, now that you're not a god, you have the power? But it's so weird.
And now that the gods have given me their blessing, it actually feels more like I'm finally able to take my fate in my own hands.
Maybe you can do some power with it. Huh, it's probably gonna be about that angle then. Let's see what's everyone.
I mean, of course I have some regrets, but
There'll be plenty of opportunities in the future for us to tell the stories that we want on stage.
Yeah, let's go with
I'm
that.
just finishing packing up. As soon as I'm done, I've got an interview with the Steambird to get to. Thanks to all your help, the show, but most of all, I want...
Yeah, now that you got some more recognition after performing in the biggest stage, I'm sure that would goes. You would get much more opportunities. What? I don't get this guy. I guess I'll go now. Oh, wait. I'm gonna read Furina's voiceover that I unlocked here. That's the usual. That's the usual Furina.
Truly fulfilling. Happy birthday!
It sounds so different.
Sure, I didn't know you cared so much about me. Does that mean that you still need my... Recently, I've been wondering if I've been a little too hard on myself in the past. In my efforts to maintain the reserved manner of a deity, I never got the chance to enjoy my life. Which is why I've become obsessed with shopping lately.
What? That took a turn.
New precious things, like dazzling rainbow-colored tea bags,
Yeah, she's just going on a shopping spree.
and
She needs to be stopped.
Especially made people love talking about the past.
Okay, here our story.
My story has already come to an end, and so the next act shall be about our story. In which case, we should probably start charging double for public appearances.
Wow.
I am so happy! Once the ancient prophecy came to an end and everything was over,
What? That's ominous.
I fell into low spirits for a very long time.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
People
It's
who
just
stand on the stage
just a thing.
basking in the adulation of their audience must also bear the pressures of being in the public eye and living up to everyone's expectations. But I knew very well my person wouldn't be enough, and that putting on the act of a god would be the only way to satisfy their adoration. And at the end of the day, all I ever experienced was loneliness. So, there came a point when I loathed the very thought of acting and locked myself in my room. It wasn't until the moment I stood on stage and faced the audience again that I realized the anxiety in my heart had dissipated. The reason I can now stand before the crowd's watchful gaze is perhaps because I have finally started to act as myself.
Well, that is not about the vision at all. What? What does that have to do with the vision? You being yourself, is this an error? I want to know more about
Fontaine's opera.
what.
Tea parties are a much.
Guess I'm not gonna find out. Oh well, maybe we'll learn something about it when next time when we're gonna do the thing, which is the bedtime story quest. The bedtime story quest. Yeah, but no, we're not going to do that first. We're going to do the Arlequinus quest next. Yeah, that should be super fun. And oh yeah, we'll probably get something super no, not dramatic or just more action stuff since it's less about people talking, I hope. I mean, it's gonna be like this again. This is good though, this is pretty good. But yeah, that last part really, the, this cutscene specifically is just so nice to watch. I am just going to go on YouTube, listen to it again and again for like probably 100 times until I get bored of it. So yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.